Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Fort Wayne Up Close. It's been a while since I've been in this captain's chair, but it feels good. And it even feels better when I got such wonderful friends that have come to join us today. It's all about the community, as they say, unity in the community. And when we talk to our guests today, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. They've been out here in these streets. They've been working it for a long time. To my immediate right, I've got Miss Kachell. Is that right? Kachell, excuse me. I said Kachell. I'm with you. I'm wrapping up here. But Kachell Smith, yeah. I've got Mr. Jason Robinson. Both of these fine citizens are from 481. And last but not least, Mr. Roderick Parker. And I see you got a new title, Big Hearts Community Projects.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to let all you guys talk about everything that you got going on. I know we got some collaborations going on, but I know you guys each have individual goals and objectives of each of your organizations. So let me start with 481. Go ahead, introduce yourself, tell the folks a little bit about you and exactly what is 481.
Okay, I am Kachell Smith. I am one of the co-founders of 481. Together, there's four of us. Together, we have 8 children, and our goal is just to serve our community together. So we just wanted to start being able to put something together that people can come enjoy between the entire families, to serve the community where everybody can enjoy, bring everybody together in a peaceful way, and make it consistent, something that we see time after time. We see a lot of things and it goes away or you never see it again. So we want to make it consistent and keep it going.
Okay, so 4 people. Is that 2 kids apiece, or how what's the mathematics of that?
8 children
I have
between.
2. Look.
Okay.
I have 2. I got 2.
Between the other 2, we got the rest of them.
Okay. I just got to check the mathematics. Okay, Jason, what you?
Like she said, it's just we're trying to put together events to get us back in the parks. I mean, I think when we all came up as kids, we were in the parks. We were around all different ages. You had your grandparents, you had the toddlers, and everything in between. There was activities going on, and we were all able to coexist. And I think what we see in the community now, we've kind of lost that family feeling. You know, like you used to, you know, when you went out of the house, and we wouldn't fight in front of, Mr. Such and Such's house or Mrs. Such and Such. We would, we had respect for each other. And I think now we just need to get back to where we're all able to show each other how to be around each other, how to give love, and not always have getting a conflict and have no resolution. We'll at least see each other in a positive light and be able to hopefully resolve things in a better manner in the future going forward.
Gotcha. I love that because you're right. We all this show we old school.
Yeah.
Like you said, we come from a different time and place. Everything that you said, I 100% agree. Yeah. And we've actually talked about it in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. I know, all of us are athletes and grew up in the parks. Yeah. And now, you drive down, it's kind of depressing that they did upgraded all the parks, and then there's nobody over there taking advantage of it.
The best parks I've ever looked, and there's nobody in them. So,
it's kind of sad. And make you think like, man, if I was a kid, boy, this, I do have a question. 481, how long have you guys been in existence? How long have you been around?
I would say October. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so y'all brand new, fresh out the box.
Yeah, so honestly, it was, we have to give credit to Landria.
One of our other members.
Yeah, Landria Ladner. She
2 kids. But go ahead.
No, she's got 3.
Oh, okay.
So she and I work at GM together, and then so she just called one day and was like, "Hey, I've been, they travel a lot, so let's pub their business, Travel Besties, but we'll get to that. Okay. But they travel a lot, been a lot of different places. I've been a lot of different places. Philip's been a lot of different places. So they went to a particular event and really enjoyed the way it was and the experience they had. So she basically brought it back and said, well, how can we make this happen? So, she called me, Philip, and Kachell, and then from there we just kind of we've been taking swings at it. I mean, this is kind of new for us. I mean, we all do different things, but I mean, we were crazy enough to try it. Reached out to a lot of people we all knew, and here we are on Sunday. We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
All right, no, that's good stuff. And y'all in the right place. Yeah. OMB, that's what we're about. Yeah. Is the 6th District Coalition, everybody coming together and anything that's uplifting this end of town and our community. But with that said, you talk about being around and everything. I don't know where all Rod been, but I know he'd have been all over the city of Fort Wayne and it had many different hats in many different capacities. And it's funny that you done called your stuff Big Heart Community Projects, because you have always had a heart for this community. From the first time I remember I met you back, I was at Urban League. That's been 25, 30 years ago. You was coming pitching ideas about what you wanted to do for your block parties and everything, and you've continued to invest into this city. So tell us a little bit about Big Hearts.
Honestly, JJ, man, you kind of hit the nail on the head. The idea came strictly because I got a big heart. The people in my organization have a big heart, and there's a lot of things that need to be done in our community. And so we founded Big Hearts to be able to operate, give us the space to operate in many different capacities in our community. That's why we called it Big Hearts Community Projects. The biggest one being, like Jason and Kachell said, that we want to reestablish a community again. I can remember growing up, and I grew up on the corner of Smith and Oxford, so I've been on the south side of town my whole life. But I can remember in the summertime, the weekends, you couldn't walk down the street when it was warm, and it wasn't a street full of people, block full of people, kids in the yard, grandma's on the porch, daddy's on the porch, and I miss that.
Yeah.
I also feel that the lack of that is probably why we have so many of the issues with violence in our city. And so I just want to be a part of helping reestablish that.
Okay. And I would ask you what drives you, but you kind of got off into that. So what about, they're talking about their community fest. It's coming up. And when is that? What's the date on that?
That is
Sunday.
Oh, go ahead.
Yep, this Sunday at Memorial Park. It'll start from 12 and run till 8. We have a full agenda for the day between stuff for the kids, stuff for the adults. There'll be live music all day from different DJs and local people, face painting, different food trucks, local vendors out showcasing their items, and some certain businesses just promoting what they have. So variety of everything, but from 12 to 8 this Sunday.
Okay. And so when you got something coming up, what's coming up? Y'all getting together, right? Y'all collaborating, right?
So basically it's an association. Jason gave me an opportunity to kind of bring something to light that I feel is important. I feel that the presence of the male in the community isn't as prevalent as it has been or as it should be. And so what I'm doing with Big Hearts community projects are doing is we're trying to get 1,000 men to meet us on the corner of Randall and Grant Street, which is 3 blocks from the park. You can actually look into the park. And we want to march 1,000 men or more into the event that they're having so we can bring our men back to the community. And so that's the thought behind it.
Okay, that's powerful. I like that. So what time are they meeting on
so we're going to meet
Grant?
at 2:30 on Randall and Grant, and we're going to start walking into the park at about 3 o'clock.
Okay, 2:30. Y'all heard that. Fellas, we're out there. Let's be there. Randall and Grant. We're going to march. We're going to support 2 fine organizations. Hey, people that's been, Jason been coaching Metro football and been immersed in the community itself. And here you are again. What makes you get back into this? I mean, you've been at it a long time too.
It just, I mean, like you said, I've coached forever. So the kids that I started with are, they're in the clubs with us now. So it's almost, you know what I mean? So it's funny because you'll see somebody like, this, hey coach, and I work at GM and I see your kids coming in. So I mean, what I noticed is just over the years, you've interacted with so many families and kids and fathers and mothers and grandparents that, I mean, really, you don't have a choice. I mean, you're kind of in it by force because, once you put yourself out there, like, Roderick and I had that conversation. Once you commit to doing anything for the community, that's who you are. That's who you are. And that's just, I mean, and whether you want to be in it or not, they're going to, people will still reach out to you and things like that. So like I said, when Landria brought up the idea to really start promoting these type of events, I mean, it was a no brainer because it's something that, heck, I'm doing it anyway. So, might as well try and do our part, like I said, because, Roderick has different things and we have different things, but, sometimes we'll be able to work together. Sometimes we won't, but we'll always have different avenues to just hopefully reach families and get people doing things in our community because it's a great community. I mean, we're all related somewhere. So
you got that right.
We sat all our grandmothers down and, and then our mothers and all that, I'm sure, or going back to church and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure if we're really honest with it, I mean, we're all, we've all been around each other. So why not be able to do things in a positive manner? I'm saying it shouldn't always have to be, after some violence or something like that. I mean, let's try and get ahead of it and,
Yeah, that's well said. And it's funny though, when you talk about being in the community, there's a trust factor.
Yeah.
When people have seen you, and they know they can come to you. And then that's the thing. All problems become yours because it's like, hey, give Jason a call. You go, hey, you need some help, man. Did you talk to Jay? Blah blah blah. That's how it goes down. But I mean, that's that's really the utmost respect. Kachell, how about you? I know these two knuckleheads. Tell me something about you. What drives you? What where do you come? Where you fall at in this?
I'm the youngest of the bunch. I'm always the younger around, so I can't relate to some of the things coming up. So I am still just getting myself out there, getting more involved into the community. I've always been a part of it. I'm a hairstylist and I have a salon. So just over the years, how I've been able to pour in is just through the younger women, being able to pour into women, teaching them how valuable they are, how beautiful they are, pouring into those ways. So now I want to start being able to do beyond the chair. So that's been my place for the past 13 years, behind a chair. So I want to kind of come from beyond that and be able to do a little more.
Okay. Awesome. So can you do something with my locks if I step in there? You take care
I don't know if I'm
that
that good. But and also, like Alex said, I'm younger. So my children, they are 8 and 12, and they're excited for this because this is new to them. So they're like, oh, we're going to the park and doing what? They've never heard me talk about being a part of, the behind the scenes of doing it and then taking them to it because this hasn't been going on. So they're excited about it, and I'm glad to be able to introduce that to them too.
Well, here's something she's not going to talk about, but I'll brag for her. How many people did you just go out to? Where'd you go?
Oh, to El Salvador.
So their version of the community, they have travel besties, but they took how many women went?
There was a group of 14 of us. So
14
one of the other
different women went out of town together and really bonded and brought back in. And that's another backbone of the community because like we could talk about men, but a lot of these mothers, are just as important because those are the ones that are taking the kids to the games and a lot of them are raising kids by themselves. So to get 14 random women of all different ages out of town on a vacation together and bond, hopefully that's a communication,
So hold on. So elaborate more on that. I mean, that's a part of 481. That's something that you're doing your own.
So one of our other founders, Landria, together we have another business called Travel Besties. And what we do is we host group trips. We also plan travel for people. So not so much a travel agent because we'll do from the top to the bottom. Your traveling excursions, just not just where you're staying, but we also host group trips. So on these group trips, anybody can sign on. So there's a lot of people who want to travel, but they have nobody to go with. They have no idea what they're doing. So we just went on our first trip to El Salvador, and there was a group of 14. And between the two of us, we knew a lot of the people, but these people didn't know each other. So it was a great experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's powerful.
It was really great. Everybody had a great time. This was some people's first trip out the country. So it was nice to be able to put that together for them and see them enjoy that.
I'm going to tell you what else. You said some people don't have somebody to travel with. A lot of people will go by themselves. Mm-hmm. And there's a protection factor. Yep. So the fact that y'all doing that, I mean, that is good.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty stress-free process. They just had to pack their bags. We handled everything. We had all the accommodations together, so it was really cool.
So, and you said this all just females that go on this trip.
They are co-ed. We actually, on this trip, we only had 2 men, but we'll have some that are just for women, but we'll specify if they're co-ed or just women's trips.
Now, do y'all advertise for these trips or are they just secrets?
We do. We do advertise for them, and we're still getting it out there. This was our first one, but what we do is we host mixers. So mixer is another word for a party, just a mingling place. Our next one we'll be talking about, but it'll be July 20th. And at the mixers, we drop the trips, and that's where you get the first dibs on who can sign on to those.
And where are the mixers at?
Different place. The ones we previously had were at the Citadel downtown. Okay. And the next one will be at the local archives on the landing.
Okay. So y'all rent out places and have your little mixers. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah. Citadel, nice little venue.
Oh, loved it.
Okay. So you guys, talk to me about some of the barriers. I mean, you've been at it a long time. And I mean, you can mean all the well you want, and you're going to get resistance from folks within the community, folks outside of our community. Speak to some of that, as far as the barriers and what keeps your fire burning to navigate around them and still continue to want to improve your community.
So for me, and you're absolutely right, definitely run into that resistance, that spite, that I call it evilness. Because in my mind, if a person is trying to make a change in who they've been and just try to be better, how do you necessarily hate that? You know what I mean? And so some of the stuff, well, in itself, that fuels my fire. But even bigger than that, just knowing where I've been the things that I've came through, the things that I put my family through, the things that I put my children through, and now just having the chance, like I said, I'm never better than anybody, never above anyone. Always try to remain humble and understand that this is a position that God has allowed me to encompass. And so I tell myself, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what you were supposed to be doing when you were, making all them bad choices, using all the drugs, doing the stuff in the streets. These are the things that you were supposed to be doing in your community. And so now that God has given me opportunity to see some clarity in my mind and in my life in general, I stay self-motivated. It's a lot of stuff that got to be done out here. It's a lot of people that's dealing with a lot of issues and they need a lot of help. And I just feel like, God gave me opportunity to be able to assist some of those people, and that's what I'm supposed to do. So,
got you. And how long have you been on this path?
Woo! I think we was at the Urban League back in 13, 14.
Yeah.
So 10, 11 years now.
Okay. And that's what I tell people. I mean, people always, come up, just like you said, they got this, that, the other to say. But I'm like, just trust your eyes. Watch what somebody does. Yeah. If somebody kept their nose clean and they've been on the right path for that long, hey, all you can do is take them at face value.
Because if you say Rod was this bad person in 2007, 2008, 9 times out of 10, you're telling the truth. But if you go from March the 19th of 2012 until today, and you point your finger and say, well, Rod was doing this, a lot of it is to be questioned. I feel like I learned about the word integrity. Who am I when ain't nobody looking? And I try to maintain that in my life on a daily basis. So,
no, appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you,
Jake Boogie.
I mean, really, I guess the goal for me is just to kind of to get people doing what we're supposed to be doing. And then I think let me back that up. So I think a lot of people have a lot of things going on and they're all on islands.
Silos.
Yeah. So it's like, silos. So everybody's running down their own lane. And what I've learned, because I know a lot of people, is that a lot of people are doing the same things and they just don't know each other. So he's running here, she's running here. Hey, go talk to each other. Or, so with this, I mean, like I was able to really like reach out to a lot of people that I do know and really get in the weeds on what they've got going on, who, remember what someone else is doing, and really try and collaborate with a lot of people and try and do, get a lot of people involved. And the big thing about this is we wanted to make sure that, okay, you're involved, but we want you to push your stuff too. So it's not just 481, but we want to say, some of the people's names that are doing things. And if you don't mind, I can go down.
That's what I just about to ask you. Who's committed?
We got AM Too Funny's going to be the MC. So he's a comedian, very funny guy. So he'll pretty much be MCing the whole day. We've got DJ Landis, and he's going to basically be the house DJ. He'll start us off from about 12 to 4. Then we plan on having at some point the Metro Cheers. There's going to be a group of cheerleaders that'll come represent Metro. We have bounce houses, Reflection and Glass Corvette Club. We'll be there, have some cars there. A few of the local motorcycle clubs. We don't know exactly who, but they're going to show up. Like she said, we have face painting. Anita Payton is going to do a community prayer for us. And then after that, that's when Rod, and I don't have the speakers all lined up at this point, so I don't really name anybody, but we plan to have some pretty decent community speakers come out and just give a brief word on what it means to have a positive community. And then after that, we'll start to lighten it up a little bit. We're going to have Lisa Little do line dancing. So boots on the ground, those type of things.
Okay.
I probably won't participate because I don't want to get hurt. And then from 5 to 8,
I'll hurt somebody.
yeah, with that fan, I don't want to. And then from 5 to 8, we're going to have the Music Lover Lounge DJs do some things. And then actually, I just left the Legion, so we're going to have the official after party with them, which is actually their karaoke night. So what we're going to do is. The big side of the Legion is going to have a DJ. There'll be DJ Rodney, Martin King. We'll do the karaoke in the normal side. And then out back, they got a nice patio, nice grassy area. We'll have the biggest backyard party in the city going. So hopefully, like I said, if we get the park filled up, We'll get everybody back down there about 9. Well, I think 9 o'clock is when the karaoke starts. That's Joe Ayers and Joe Jordan and those guys. I believe. I think they're doing it through the Indiana Black Expo, but they have a karaoke contest going.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll go.
Yeah.
We'll flood that room. Well, if you don't want to do karaoke, you can go dance in the normal room, and if you want to do something different, we got parties out back. So.
But the bar
Gotcha.
gonna be open.
Yeah, the bar is definitely gonna be open. Yeah, the bar will definitely be open. But
bar
like I said,
will
we
be
wanna,
open.
we want to do it. We want to do it like Sundays in Memorial Park used to do. That's the bottom line.
Gotcha. It sound like what I done got hyped just listening.
Yeah, what used
So
to
we'll
happen.
see you there?
Yeah,
Definitely, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna support it. I ain't
Yeah.
just gonna talk about it. I'm gonna definitely.
yeah.
I'm
What
gonna
used
be
to
there.
happen is you got. I mean, like I said, we got the basketball courts open. We don't really have anything formal going on there, but they're open, and then we plan on having kickball. So
Okay.
So that'll be something that I talked a little trash online. I don't know how good I'll be at it. If my team will beat anybody, but teams of 10 come out. Bragging rights, try and dress
I
alike.
gotta get me a
Yeah,
team.
get a team of 10.
Get your team together.
Get a
Get it
team of
together,
10.
let me know. Call me, man.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
if you whoop everybody, then we gotta shout you out later, and we.
Now you said a couple things. First, I'm gonna say I love hearing you name 3 different DJs.
Yes.
if
Oh,
not
yeah.
4. But the fact that you can get everybody gets a piece of the pie, get to come
Yeah.
out and do that little thing.
Yeah, and like I said, it's the big thing is you want to name these people, just
Yeah.
even like what Roderick talking. I mean, like, okay, we've got the event, but name your organization.
Correct.
Don't name your organization because he has his own stuff going. We have our own stuff, but like people have got to help each other.
Our city has a lot to offer.
Yeah, we got
no
a lot.
question.
Yeah, and hopefully by coming to this and seeing some of the vendors and things that'll be there, I mean, like you'll see what Fort Wayne has to offer. We've got local food trucks coming, so come out and see what what Fort Wayne has to offer.
Then my other observation, you talked about bounce houses and face paint and all
Yeah.
that. Where you guys getting your funding from?
Self and donations. Do you have a list of the spot? Well, I can go a few off the top of the head. I know.
Yeah, we got GM
Well, the UAW 2209,
Okay.
the local union for GM,
from Burn.
Burn Apparel.
We got some people that donating their time as well as services, like Amber from A&J Optical doing
Okay.
some vision screening.
Yeah, she's gonna do
things
vision
out there
screening
for
and
the
then
day.
yep.
Yeah.
And then you've got Sharon Tucker's donated money and resources, so she's been great with a lot of different things. So like I said, I want to give a big shout out to her, the city of Fort Wayne Police Department, because she's been very open with us on that. Who else are we saying?
We had a couple more, and then with us having a vision, you got to fund it. You got to be willing to put yourself out there to get it done. So between the 4 of us, we were willing to do what we had to do to make up the rest.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, so-
I appreciate everything
Getting
that y'all
started.
said. That's beautiful. I'm interested to see how it turns out. What's the weather supposed to be like? Y'all looked at that?
Right now we're in the mid.
It's going to
60s.
be better than what it's saying right
Yeah, it's
now.
in the mid 60s. It's supposed to be partly cloudy, may rain a little bit, but
Yeah, it's supposed to rain in the morning, so by the time everybody coming out to the
Yeah,
park,
it
it'll
should
be
be
nice and
okay.
dry.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. We hope. That's the
But we'll
thing.
be there, so.
That's how I know. Hey, if it's sunny and 80, I'm gonna say, boy, these folks, hey, they blessed.
yeah.
Highly favored for real.
One
okay?
thing I want to add, JJ, is I am asking all the men, and it's because my OGs, Swan, them sit across the street from my mama house on Smith Street. They called me over yesterday. They was like, "Hey, man, what color T-shirt should we wear?" I was like, "Bro, I ain't even thought about that." He's like, "Man, tell everybody to wear white T-shirts." So I'm asking everybody to wear a white T-shirt that's going to come in to participate in the march, man. And that's just because my OGs want to see white T-shirts.
Hey, well, I'm gonna say this. We're gonna leave that to y'all OGs, but we talking about going to the park afterwards with a white T-shirt.
Hey,
Man,
I do know for a fact there's a barbecue and there's
hey,
a
you know it. You talking about white?
bring a throwover T-shirt.
See, that's you just said. All of them cool. They gonna have their rags and all that. But hey, man, white. Wait, as we wind it down, I'm gonna let each of you guys go through and just get the details, a reminder, let people know how to get in touch with things that you got going on. Let us know about the event. Go over the details one more time, and same thing with you, Rod. So we'll start with you, Kachell. You can, like I said, you can hit us with the trip buddies and let him handle the community festival. How y'all want, but we want people to get our support because honestly, everything you said was some great ideas.
Okay.
And that whole little travel deal, like I said, because me and my wife, we travel, and you'll be surprised how many young ladies we done adopted. They out the country by themselves.
Oh yeah,
Like,
and
yeah.
even with our trip, the nice thing about it is we had our age range from the trip was 21 to about 55. So
Yeah.
it was a nice range, a group of everybody, and everybody was able to enjoy themselves. So with that, we are Your Travel Besties. Our website is yourtravelbesties.com. There we keep everything updated. We do have social media handles the same at yourtravelbesties.com. For this Sunday, May 25th, from 12 to 8 p.m., we will be at the park, and there is something for everyone. So there are no excuses. We will be there. The weather will be great. So get out there. And like you said, we're talking about different things. I am a salon owner and a hairstylist, and that is Liberty Beauty. So I have a salon space, full service salon, and open to the community. Plenty of services, great environment for all ages as well.
Address.
And that is 4705 Illinois Road. We are southwest side of town.
Sir Jay, what you got to add?
I really don't. I mean, same thing. Like I said, come out, have a good time. Like I said, we try to make, like I said, you bring your lawn chairs, just come hang out. I mean, like I said, do whatever you feel, whatever you remember in Memorial Park, let's do it. You know, like
what time? What time?
We're 12 to 8.
Okay.
So, like I said, we've got to, with ladies, you don't have to get babysitters. I mean, bring the kids with you. Hang out as long as you want. Like I said, that we'll finish the night with Music Lovers Lounge and give you a chance to cool your legs off from
we know a lot of people got church, but after church we're gonna still be out
there.
So.
Yep. So
See, like you said, you young, but everything they talking about, hey, we getting back in the Memorial Park days.
You went
on Sunday,
and I'm excited to see that feel those
that
vibes.
And then like I said, like especially for the older guys like us that that've been out there before. I mean, let's show the young people how we did it, man. We had a good time. You watched a little basketball, you hung out, you saw
car show,
the motorcycle, women. Don't get in trouble. Don't come out there and get in trouble with your women. But I mean, come out, have a good time, and come see people you haven't seen in a while. Hopefully, hopefully it'll be a little family reunion, and then after that, we're going to get cleaned up, go down to the Legion, and have a good time till they get tired.
Love it, y'all.
Till they kick us out.
Got me hyped. Yeah. I'm in town this weekend. I need
till they kick us out.
Yeah.
Big Hearts Community Projects. The 1,000-man walk. Like I said, man, this is about bringing out the men in our community again, in the lives of our women and our children, but specifically in the lives of each other. Thankful for 481 and what they're doing. Glad to be a part of it. Glad to be allowed to participate with these guys. Me and Jason go back from the dirt.
Around the corner.
We want the community to come out. We want the city to be there. We want to reestablish our community, a togetherness in our community. And we thank JJ and Neutral Voices for having us.
Yes.
We're going to meet at 2:30 on the corner of Randall and Grant. At 3 o'clock, we're going to start walking down Randall Street into Memorial Park, into the events that are already taking place in the park. We're going to walk our men. As men, we're going to walk back into our community, into the lives of our people in our community. And then we're going to turn up and enjoy ourselves. And I also want to throw this in. Sunday is the 25th. Monday the 26th, my birthday, 55th birthday. So this is what I want for my birthday. Yeah. I want to see 1,000 men out there on the corner of Randall and Grant Street. That's what I want to see. So I thank y'all.
All right, man. I thought you was going to buy everybody drinks. Talk about your birthday. Hey, but hey,
telling everybody to bring the bottles.
Don't bring bottles. To
the Legion.
That's right. At the Legion.
That's the activity.
Sorry, Sharon.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mayor.
Sorry.
Well, hey, I'm going to say it's been a pleasure. Yes, go ahead.
One more thing, man, just to let y'all know, man. Also, we are going to have the representation of the Allen County Sheriff Department there. Troy Hirschberger is going to come walk with us. Let's just show him some love. Let's just meet him, get to know him, let him get to know us. Let's show him what we got going on in this community, so that he can understand that we can all work together.
All right. Hey, it's been a pleasure getting to talk with you guys and gals, getting to meet you, getting to know you. Great ideas. Again, everybody's heart is in the right place. Appreciate everything you guys are doing. I'm excited about the ideas. So now I'm talking to you, community. Hey, let's come out. Let's support this event. People always talk about ain't nothing to do in Fort Wayne. I ain't got nothing to do. Man, what do our kids do? Kids always get in trouble. This is opportunity to come out and support something positive. Kids get out of school tomorrow. Their last day is tomorrow. So kids, good opportunity for you to come out, have some good family fun, something for everybody to do. Let's support everything that they're doing. The fellas, come to get together. What better way could you spend a Sunday? Walking with your brothers, get to the park, nice community, fellowshipping, as we talked about, just like the old days. Every one of my sets, all my different tech strands, everybody always talking about, man, you remember Memorial Park? Remember how I used to be on Sunday? You got a chance. They taking us back. We got a chance. Let's come out, support. I want to see everybody there. I want to talk about it. We're going to talk about this event. It's like we do the concert in the park at McMillan. Any other big events for Fort Wayne, let's turn this one into one of those events. But with that said,
okay.
You got something to say?
I was going to say, I mean, keep in mind, if this goes well, there's more to be had.
Okay, that's
so like
it.
I said, we got a lot of different ideas, so it's not going to stop. This is a start. It's a summer kickoff. So like I say, there's fall, there's winter, there's all kinds of stuff coming up. So it's not going to end. This is just the first of many. So
hey, we love hearing that.
Come start off to kick it off with us, and let's have a ball this weekend.
We love hearing it. As we say, unity in the community. And with that said, I'm OMV, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.